Okay, so I'm going to retry something I was doing earlier because the previous footage looked like crap. So I'm trying this again. So I'm hoping this does what I want it to do. And this is a bit on the loud side. So let's turn you down. I had headphones on the first time I did this, so hopefully this isn't picking up my speakers. Anyway, so what I did was I tried to capture some footage of Diablo 2 here. And it would have almost been usable had I had the audio set right. But that's why we do tests. So anyway, so you're gonna see me do a little bit of capture here on this on the desktop. So I don't have anything in there, right? Because I haven't played this game on this PC much at all. I mainly play this on my laptop. And speaking of the laptop, that's what you're going to see next. You're going to see a bit of footage of me trying out emulators. But for the time being, I'm going to show you me playing a little bit of Diablo 2. I'm still trying to learn OBS, and this whole thing's been a bit on the... This whole thing has been a bit cringe. So it's like you're hearing me record this right after having edited the footage I got from the laptop running emulators. So this is just kind of a sad situation. With a more powerful PC, this would be easy as pie. But I'm having like kind of a tough time with some of this stuff. I only have that weapon. I don't have a ranged weapon in this one. I think I use a bow in the save I have on Diablo 2 on my laptop. So I tried doing other stuff. I tried capturing Quake 2. I tried capturing a couple of indie games I got for free a long time ago. And that footage was not usable, which is a shame because I actually had a bit where I did some improv with Candy Bones, and I don't think I could be able to recreate that, unfortunately. So yeah, this has been a bit of a sloppy thing. I've been kind of off and on trying to sort this out all day with trying to get decent capture. Something that I wasn't aware of at the time because I couldn't preview it. With limited RAM, certain things had poor frame rates. Others didn't seem to be affected as much. Like, I'm already being affected by frame rate issues right here, which is weird. And it shouldn't be happening, but, you know, life. So, that's the next thing I should probably do is seriously start looking into building a new PC. Because this dinosaur needs to not be handling this type of thing. But you'd think that I'd be able to handle a lot of light duty capturing and light gaming on these systems, but even like the oldest games are having problems, as you'll see, which at the time I didn't see, like, because I didn't know it was actually being captured, although OBS is really good about staying in the background. So it really doesn't affect gaming performance usually, unless you're trying to record, you know, really large resolutions and really high frame rates. I have this set to capture at 60. Some of my footage captured at 60, some of it didn't. But it's really good about not hurting the gameplay of whatever it is you're playing usually. But depending on how much RAM whatever game you're trying to run takes up, it'll have more issues versus not. So that's the situation I'm running into right now. So yeah, I wanted to take you on this little journey with me. I don't really have hardly anything installed on my PC to really show you except for this, because I'm already maxed out on a lot of the storage that I have available on my PC. I'm having to do almost everything out of I'm going to do almost everything out of my out of an external hard drive at this point. So, which is really good because I can swap the internal hard drive between both the laptop and the desktop and soon the new PC. So there's a lot going on.
You should complete Akara's quest before venturing further.
Yeah, and you can shut your mouth. So, yeah, that's kind of where things are going. I mean, you can tell in my voice, especially in the footage you're about to see. I've been pretty congested. Allergies started kicking my butt real bad lately. I had really bad headaches, too. And then, obviously, there was the move, and there's a whole bunch of different things that have been going on. But now that I'm kind of getting into the swing of things again, I'm really wanting to get back on this horse, trying to make some new content. So I mean, it's definitely not been out of sight or out of mind at all. It's been there, but there's been stuff in the way, and I'm really wanting to make a higher quality show. The visual appeal has been lacking since the beginning. I've done little things to make improvements on it, and I'm starting to lose patience. And now, with the new position I have, I should be able to afford some better equipment. Because, I mean, even people just starting up have access to better technology than what I've been using. So that's been a big part of the part of how I feel about the situation and what I've been trying to do. So before I make this too lengthy, I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. So yeah, brace yourselves for some for a little bit of behind the scenes with eerie madness going on. Okay, so here I'm going to test out Gyrus. And I have to use my physical controller for this. I'm going to have to get a couple more. I'm going to have to crop this as well as adjust the aspect ratio. Because obviously I'm not going to do this. Alright, so far I'm not having any performance problems, which I shouldn't. I mean, the NES has been easy to emulate since DOS. I mean, provided you had a decent GPU and a decent CPU and enough RAM. But yeah, I mean, this was not a difficult system to emulate, so it shouldn't be that difficult to emulate and capture simultaneously. So I'm going to run this right here. So, just so I can get a little bit of footage for each system. Well, not every system that I emulate, but just a few. Because I'm still trying to learn OBS, and I just kind of want to make sure that I know what I'm doing as far as filming for these types of things goes. Okay, good. So that did exactly what I wanted it to do. Alright, so let's go on to Super Nintendo. Why not? Super Nintendo. Let's see if it remembers all my things. Alright. So let's see if it's going to do what I want it to do. I'm already having a little bit of a performance issue here. It's barely noticeable. So hopefully for basic capturing purposes, it's not going to be the most noticeable thing in the world. I guess it says there's a second player, but I never registered a second player. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, what? Oh well. I'm not used to that, but that's fine. I'm only doing a test anyway. But yeah, I spent so much time playing this. Alright, and that's all I needed to do. Now I shouldn't need to do anything for that, but I might need to crop it. Okay, next system I'm going to try is Genesis. Okay, stop. Next thing I'm going to try is Genesis here. Alright, let's see if this does what I want it to do. I don't know if it's going to Blades of Vengeance is expensive now, which is kind of weird. Oop. Okay, so it does remember my previous configurations. Don't care about that. Alright, so I'm having no performance issues that I can really notice, except for a little bit of screen tearing and stuff. But I mean, that also comes from, that's a, I don't know if that's necessarily a RAM related issue. Yeah, screen tearing is really, really bad. But other than that, like, my frame rate's just fine. And my aspect ratio is crap, but again, I gotta do that. I gotta do that outside. I gotta do that in post. Because there's no way for me to get that right just in the emulator. I love this game. Even though I never really got too far in it. Ooh! This is one of those reasons as to why I never got very far in it. Is that dumb section with those blocks. Sega Genesis, so I just want to check that out. Oh, Project 64 separately. Alright, file. Yeah, let's see if GoldenEye will work. Alright. Let's run you full screen, see if it does what I want it to do. It's absolutely not doing what I want it to do. That is a pain. Why? Play a different game entirely. It doesn't matter which. It's just got, all it has to be is 3D. Now, obviously, when I'm playing this here, it's going to be... Alright, let's see. Configure graphics. How? Full screen resolution. Fit windowed resolution. We're going to make this a whole lot bigger, okay? Boop. Now, if I can just center this. There we go. Okay. Ooh! I did a trick, and I never played this game before. I bet if I played this growing up, I'd have loved it. It's pretty bare bones compared to what SSX would bring later, and I'm a very big SSX fan. I love the SSX games. I never played the first one, but well, primarily it was 2 and 3, and I played those to death. Was I any good at them? No. But yeah, this kind of feels a little bit like that, and I played the Cool Borders games that also came out on the PlayStation, the first PlayStation, and they were okay. This feels like it has a little bit more personality to it than Cool Borders, but it's effectively the same thing. Although, this is probably better than Cool Borders. I haven't played it in a very long time. I know there was like 4 games. 4 Cool Borders games on there. Woo! This makes me wonder what this... I wonder if there's anything you're supposed to do with the C-pad in this game. Because I can't do anything with the C-pad unless I had an actual USB-based controller here. Okay, so that Jumbotron's wigging out because this is emulation. Alright, so... Oh, you kidding me, mate? I'm doing awful. I'm trying to see what the jump button is. Was the jump button on the C-pad? Or was I just not hitting the right button at all? That confuzzles me. That confuzzles me deeply. Okay, so it's similar to SSX, and you hold down the button and you release for air. Okay, I get you. It also kind of helps you speed up a bit too. Alright, I kind of got the hang of this. So yeah, This plays pretty good. I'm thinking about trying the Dreamcast one. Oh, I like that. I like this view better. Wow, first person mode is a little bit useless. But yeah, anyway. Okay, so that's cool borders. Alright, so let's see how all of that looked. Thank you guys for joining me on this ridiculous adventure to learn how to do something that everybody else on planet Earth who has a YouTube channel knows how to do.